I cried for 3 hours. This is how much I love Space Jam. So, we are going to move on to best sport films. I'm not going to say of all time, because we probably will forget a few.
No, yeah, we're going to forget Bear.
Let's list off some of the best sport films that we can remember currently.
And can also summarise plots of.
Perfect. I'm going to go straight in there and go to The Longest Yard.
Oh.
Because I actually don't know which one I prefer.
I like them both, to be fair.
Like, I mean, the Burt Reynolds, like... What?
Original.
I'm not actually sure it's original. I think that's still a remake.
I feel like that is also a remake of a remake of a remake.
But it is great fun. But there's something about the Adam Sandler one that's actually quite endearing. And
it's not the fact that it's got Stone Cold Steve Austin in it.
Or the Great Khali.
Or Goldberg.
Nelly.
Oh yeah, Nelly's in it
as well.
I'm fairly certain the first time Nelly comes on camera as well, they play Country Grammar.
Yeah. They're both good films. And the story's pretty simple, pretty easily it's easy to follow, and it's something that you probably can engage with yourself, even though
you don't need to know anything about American football.
Yeah, and
to enjoy it.
Prison,
And as we know about prison, don't go there, it's bad.
Yeah, don't do it. Even though you get an opportunity to be the guards at some sort of sport.
Yes.
Which moves me on to Mean Machine.
Yes, the English version
of The Longest Yard.
Of The Longest Yard.
And I think it was honestly the first thing I saw Jason Statham in.
I think it might have been me too,
It's great. I also saw that before I saw either of The Longest Yards and was convinced.
I saw The Longest Yard first.
I was convinced that The Longest Yards is still in it, even though the Burt Reynolds was long before that. But Mean Machine is great fun.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of Mean Machine, films in which... There are a lot of sports films in where prisoners play their captors or their... is it captors?
Well,
holders?
Yeah.
Prison guards? Whatever you want to call them. What I want to talk about is Escape to Victory.
Okay.
I can't remember what year it's from, but it has Pele, Bobby Moore, Ozzy Ardiles, and a whole load of other professional footballers, but also Michael Caine and Sylvester Stallone. Now, Michael Caine is like the captain and like the centre back alongside Bobby Moore, and Sylvester Stallone plays in goal. Now, Sylvester Stallone looks as wooden as you would expect a man who I would imagine has never kicked a football in his life.
Doesn't know what football is.
But it's brilliant. The basic premise is they are all soldiers. It is World War II. I don't know why Pele, a quite evident at this point 50-year-old man, is in the army to start with, and why is he in a German prisoner of war camp? Because he's like, I don't know if I can kick the ball. But everyone else is brilliant. So the basic premise is it's a bit like think The Great Escape, but they don't escape at night time. They escape in the middle of a football match. They're playing their Nazi prison guards, and they win. And Pele does a bicycle kick and it's banging, obviously. And then they all just escape through the bathroom. They hire these like Frenchmen to like dig a hole for them. The French resistance dig a hole and they just go through it behind a bathtub or something, and it is brilliant. Again,
I haven't seen it.
It's really good. It's always on like Channel 5, and with adverts it's like 17 and a half hours long. But it's worth it. It's a good 17 and a half hours. You won't regret it. And the football match at the end is possibly maybe one of the better shot sporting events in a film, because it's quite hard to make football and stuff like that look realistic in a film. Yeah, because you film it close up and you're used to seeing it from like back here with the whole view of the pitch. So it's a bit odd, but
it's true.
It's
but
good.
One of the best shot actual basketball matches to be in a film is in Space Jam, where the aliens play the
Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
with the assistance of Michael Jordan.
Exactly, and definitely that all really happened, and it was shot perfectly. But genuinely, Space Jam is one of my favourite sporting movies of
Can
all
you tell
time.
the story?
So I loved it so much as a kid. I had it on VHS, and in primary school, I would like occasionally take, when at the end of year where you go in.
I
and
feel
take
like
a movie
you
in.
made us watch it when we were in like year 2 or something.
Every year I'd take Space Jam in, and hopefully someone would put it on. One time I got home and I was messing about with my bag.
Because you were 7.
Yeah, I'm young. I was just messing about with my bag, threw it against the wall a couple of times, just throwing it about. I forgot Space Jam was in my bag, and I broke the VHS and I cried for 3 hours. this is how much I love Space Jam. So, if anyone wants to buy me Space Jam or VHS, that'd be lovely.
He doesn't.
I don't have a VHS
none of us own a VHS player.
But maybe just buy me Space Jam.
If you could just buy Space Jam we are exclusively on it. If there's a Betamax version of it, we'll take it on that. Laserdisc, even before that.
Space Jam is also a really good.
I do have a copy I could give you, but you've forgotten to mention Bill Murray, so you don't fucking deserve it.
I mean, I haven't started talking about Space Jam yet, which is actually a really good film. Michael Keaton and really Bill Murray in the film. But also the female version of Bugs Bunny, who obviously as a kid you're like, oh my god, she's gorgeous. But it's a bunny, so it doesn't.
Well, Jessica Rabbit gets down with a bunny.
Yeah, it is weird, but she's Rabbit, isn't it? Is she related to Roger?
No, Jessica Rabbit is married to Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's a woman.
But is she?
She's animated.
Yeah.
That's why I like Ginger Girls.
But I do love Space Jam.
What's my one is any Disney sports film based on a true story. They are all good. Name one. Remember the Titans.
Love it.
They will remember the night they played the Titans. Great film. Denzel Washington again.
Kid Hayden Panettiere's in that.
Kid Hayden Panettiere, yeah. And a very, very young Ryan Gosling.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember him being in that one.
Yeah, kid with long hair. He's gay, and he's gay, and then they learn to like him because, you know...
He's just...
And I mean, they learn to like the black people as well. That's like basically the of the film. Yeah. The Miracle on Ice with Kurt Russell, also a brilliant film. There's a really nice bit where they're all on ice after they lose like this warm-up game before the Olympics. And they're skating, and he makes them skate, and he points at them, and he goes, "You, what's your name?" And he's like, "John Smith. Where you play?" And he's like, "Cleveland." And he's like, "No, do it again." Until one of them goes, "Alex Jones, USA." And then that's how he knows they're a team. And then they go and they win the gold medal and they beat the Soviets. They basically single-handedly ended communism. The greatest game ever played was Shia LaBeouf. Great film.
Good movie.
All of them, brilliant.
Yeah. What else is in there? Blades of Glory, not Disney.
Not Disney, but again, and also fictional.
What do you mean? That really happened. There was a point where someone was trying to do a move and decapitated one of their partners.
Yeah, we could possibly talk about, and I said this in the Uber here, because there are a lot of sports involved in it. Forrest Gump. Because he plays football, ping pong, and he runs bear.
Yeah.
So, and they make up quite a large portion of the film. We had
this discussion of, is Forrest Gump a sports film? Technically it is.
Technically, the amount of time spent on sport compared to everything else.
Exactly.
It could be.
We also, quick honourable mentions then, Waterboy, Dodgeball. For some reason, Goal made this list. Not happy about it.
Santiago Nunez.
And Happy Gilmore, which I absolutely
Any Given Sunday. Greatest motivational speech ever made in a film at the end.
Look, if you have any more sports films, write them in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, don't forget that bit.